What's up, my fellow warriors and shield maidens? Today, I actually feel quite grateful to be able to say it's another day and another music reaction. We find ourselves in the land of the dead this month, so we've been on quite the journey. We had to travel across country to get to the hub of murderous crime in South Africa, also known as the number one most dangerous city globally. And Leland has a song for us again, one of my ultimate favorite lead singers, whom I've only recently discovered, by the way, and I think it was actually through Leland. Like for two reasons. One, his voice is beyond amazing, and two, well, let's just say he was a proper hottie in the 90s. It's a song called Youth Gone Wild by Skid Row, and the lead vocalist is the one I refer to as hottie, is called Sebastian Bach. So, well, I mean, Sebastian, pronounce it however you wish. It depends on which country you're in. We just normally say Sebastian. But in this case, we'll go with Sebastian. Okay. So yeah, let's it's about time that we dive into Skid Row again. Here we go. What a way to start the song. Can relate, problem child and all. Bitch of his. And that's how you play an electric guitar. Such rebels. Oh man, I can't get enough of these guys. Look, nay. There are some gentlemen out there who can hit pretty impressive and decent notes. But Sebastian Bach, that's just on a different level. That is so awesome. I like him. He looks very different now, man. I think he's in his 50s, almost 60s. Um, but yeah, looks not everyone can, look the way they did when they were in the when they were hardcore rockers in the 90s. If only. But listen, no, I can 100% relate to the song. I think both my brother and I would be able to. Because we were definitely the problem children. We were labeled the problem children. Um, man, like I never want to go back to my hometown. And it just so happened that on our very um, not so welcomed and dangerous journey to Gauteng the last few days, we had to drive through my hometown. And it's the first time in, I think, let me think, I left 2010. So it's been 15 years since I've seen that town. It looks chaotic. It looks like a dump. It looks like a landfill. Um, it is just, it has been overtaken by the illegals. There's just gangsters, and it's trash everywhere, and the buildings have been broken down. It is terrible. So I didn't even go back for my reunions. I had no interest in going back for my reunions. And I will never go back to my reunion or go visit or be at the reunions or whatever. I mean, a lot of you already know what kind of school career I had. And yeah, so I have no desire to see any of those people. I'm more than happy to. I have to say, the dudes, the boys that I went to school with were very freaking awesome. Um, So someone drove past me just yesterday that was in my group, in my matric group. So I was so excited to see him, but he didn't see me on the road. Like, it was so quick. It was like, zhoosh, and I'm like, oh, but I know you. And it was too late. So, the thing is, I used to play with the boys, so I got along very well with him. But yeah, being labeled the problem child, and you end up actually not being the freaking problem child. It's just because you're different and you have different belief systems and you think differently and you want different things from the rest of that specific community. And that is why people get labeled problem children. And um, it is. It's quite the no, I almost want to go and use a very strong word, like the norm for rockers to be labeled the problem children when they are young. Um, so they are usually the ones who's very disruptive in classrooms, but it's because from personal experience I've learned from my brother and the other boys that I went to school with. Now, I used to think, oh, they're just naughty. Like, why can't they just sit still and listen? And, you know, because I was the academic. So for me, I actually wanted to focus on what the teacher was saying. But now I understand. Okay, but these kids were actually, a lot of them were ADHD, very fucking smart. They just, they, first of all, were not stimulated. That's why they caused cuck the whole time. And then on the other side, if what we were being taught were just a load of crap. It was, we don't use it today. The education system is so broken. So they had all the reason to act out and be busy and wanting to maybe more be practical and do things with their hands, and because those are the classes that they actually did really well in. So it just depends. I mean, yes, rockers, they are successful or have successful rock bands. Why in the hell would they go to school to learn how to draw a triangle and measure the sides, or how to calculate the one side of a triangle when you only have the measurements of two other sides, stuff like that. And like it doesn't apply to their personalities. They'll never go down, let's say, a sciencey career path, or a mathematics, um, or I don't know, biology, or whatever the case might be. They want to make music. So put those kids in a musical class, and you will actually see them focus and work hard, and they'll go study their music. They will come back and deliver an awesome performance. So it is so important, so evident that we actually have to evaluate children on their individual personalities as well as their interests, and educate them accordingly. Give them the subjects that clearly align with who they are and who they are going to end up being. Um, like, we were all born very uniquely, and we all have different interests. So stupid subjects that you're never going to use again, it's so useless, so pointless. Like, you should have told me how to do a freaking tax return, or how to change a tire on my car, or how to prepare for a lawsuit. I mean, come on. Those are things I had to learn the hard way, or how to go for the first time and apply for, a rental lease agreement or something. So, yeah, I think these guys, this was a really, really cool song. Um, and they have put into words what so many youngsters feel and experience. And I mean, they turn out to be pretty decent human beings if you look at it, because majority of them are actually fairly smart. They have different interests. They don't want to be stuck in a rat race. They don't want to be indoctrinated and just, do whatever the hell the system tells you to do. So, yeah, if anyone ever labels you or another child, or someone that you know a problem child, you need to stop them and say, okay, hold on. Explain to me, why do you say that? And then go look at the environment that that person is in. Go look at what their personality type is and what their interests are. And then you say, no, you know what? They're actually not the problem child. You, who is accusing the problem child of being a problem child, you are the real problem child. um, but yeah, so today I want to say to everyone who ever said I was the problem child, you should have taken note, and you should have stopped being a freaking sheep, and then you would have seen I was not the problem child. But anyways, that is me. I'm done swooning over Sebastian Bach and his beautiful voice. Apparently he still hits those notes now to this day. Those very, very high, incredibly insane freaking notes. Um, so that is, I am yet to actually watch him perform or hear a song of him at this age, like his current age, or in at least recent years. So I've only now been introduced to him in to his younger self, and I've listened to his younger self music. So maybe a next suggestion should be something where he was, I don't know, in his 40s or 50s, who knows. So guys, you know what to do if you want to get your requests through to me. There's a very long list, so you better get on it, because the quicker you get it in, the quicker I can get to it. Buy Me Coffee, that's your place. That's where you want to go to log your requests. Please make sure that you familiarize yourself with all the rules. There are rules. There's a certain format in which you need to submit your request as well. Yeah. And then, guys, I will check you in the next one. It's good to be back. Thank you so much.